All right, let's look at the homework 5.5, problem number 1. All right, so we want to find the area of the region between these two graphs, f of x and g of x, and the picture is provided, which is nice. All right, so let's do that. All right, so we need to, we kind of know from the picture, but let's, algebraically find these intersection points. All right, so it seems that it's going to go from -4 to, I would say +4, but let's make sure. All right, so we have to find those 2 points of intersection. So we're going to set them equal to each other. So you have x squared plus 6x plus 9. So that's the f of x, and g of x is 6x plus 25. All right, so we got that. All right, first step would be I'm going to just subtract the 6x so we can, cancel those out. Scratch those out. And then I'm going to move 25 over to the other side, right? So just subtract 25 from both sides. All right, so you have x squared is already there, x squared. And we have a 9 minus 25, so it's going to be minus 16. All right, so that takes care of 25, right? So, and then there's nothing left. All right, then you can factor it out. So this is going to be x plus 4 times quantity x minus 4 equals 0. Then we know that x is going to be equal to plus or minus 4. Or you can just move 16 over to the other side and take the square root. You get you the same answer. All right, so we got that. So it's going from -4 to +4. All right, so the area is going to be, so it's an integral starting from -4 and ending at the +4. And top one is this straight line. So in this case, the g is the top guy. So you have a 6x plus 25. And we're going to subtract the bottom guy, which is the parabola. So you have x squared plus 6x plus 9. And we're going to integrate that with respect to x. All right, so let's clean it up a little bit. All right, 6x minus 6x cancel out. And then, I guess not much else. So you have integral from -4 to +4. All right, so you have, let's see, I'm going to, so there's going to be a negative x squared. So I'm going to put the minus x squared. All right. Then you have 25 minus 9. All right, so that's going to be 16. All right, plus 16. All right. All right, so we have that. Then we can use the, one of the properties of integral to make your life a little bit easier. Since x squared plus 16 is an even function, so you're going to have the same thing on the right-hand side and the left-hand side of the y-axis. So instead of going from -4 to +4, we can just do a half of it and then multiply by 2. All right, so let's do that. You don't have to do it, but it's probably easier. So I'm going to multiply by 2, but instead I'm just going to go from 0 to 4 instead of -4 all the way to 4. And then integrate negative x squared plus 16. All right, so this is all power rule, so it's going to be at 2. All right, so you have a negative sign, but you have add 1 to the power, so cubic, and divide by 3. And antiderivative of 16 is 16x. And you're going from 0 to 4, right? So this is going to be 2 times, and plugging 4, right? 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So you have a 64 over 3, right? And then plus, and 4 times 16 is a 64, right? So taking a common denominator, so it's a 2, and common denominator be 3. So you have a negative 64, and a plus, I have to multiply by 3, so it's a 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18, so 192. All right, then, so we're going to have, let's see, so this is going to be 2. All right, so this is going to be 3. Let's see, 192 minus 64 would be 128. 128. So this is going to be 2 times 108 is 256 over 3. All right, so let's type it in. All right, it's just a tedious computation, 256 over 3. All right, let's check the answer. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.